wish that I could just wish away my feelings, but I can't.
Sand hurts my feelings.
I don't like sand,
Hurts my feelings.
haunted by big sand in my very soul. Sand, how you're suffering as much as I am.
Sand
I
hurts
can't
my
breathe.
feelings.
Tormenting me, I'm
Sand
in agony.
hurts my feelings.
I don't like sand.
Hello, and welcome to The Sand Hurts My Feelings, a Star Wars podcast from a Swiftie point of view. I am your host, Alex.
And I am your other host, Sarah. And today we're going to be talking about our picks for Ahsoka Tano from Taylor Swift's album 1989.
Some happy songs, hopefully.
Yeah, it's a overall pretty positive album, unless we went to From the Vault tracks.
Correct.
The-
I can say I did not.
Okay, I did not either.
Okay.
So we are there. But before we dive in, how are you doing?
It is a week away from last week. So as this is coming out, I am in the last week of school.
Long
So,
time coming.
Long time coming. Really cannot wait for summer break. Need some relaxation and some just kind of chillness and not the stress of teaching is the goal. So, and then maybe we can unpack our house. But yeah, we just got back from Des Moines Con, and that was a great time.
Yeah.
And so we are glad to continue to expand our listening base, and hopefully maybe you're somebody new that learned
right.
about us from the con.
Yeah, if so, welcome.
If not, you're welcome back, everybody. So,
Yeah.
how are you, Sarah?
I'm doing okay.
We still haven't seen The Mandalorian and Grogu.
No.
We were not immediate getters, and then we're going to Twin Cities Con, so that's kind of...
Or Des Moines Con.
And then we're going to Des Moines Con, so that's kind of taking up our weekend, so we have not been able to see it, but we plan to.
We do, yes. I've enjoyed looking at the different reviews and seeing the positive response from the audience.
Good.
I'm doing okay. I am into the start of summer here. Hoping to get, I think like you, hoping that this is a relaxing summer. Relaxful's not a word. A relaxing summer that we can take some time and just chill. You know, have a day where we just sit on the beach with a picnic and don't do much of anything.
That'd be pretty nice.
That sounds really nice.
Mm-hmm.
But the sand would get everywhere, so
Correct.
maybe not a beach.
Maybe not, 'cause sand. I don't like sand.
It hurts our feelings.
It gets everywhere.
It's rough and
Of
coarse.
course. Not like you, Padme.
But also, before we dive into the content of our episode, we've been starting off talking about favorite Star Wars things. So we're going to, last episode, we talked about our favorite characters that were like Empire or First Order aligned.
Mm-hmm.
This time, Alex, let's talk about who our favorite Rebellion or Alliance or Resistance person is.
Chirrut Inway.
Oh, wow, that was right on that, no hesitation.
Chirrut Inway is my favorite Star Wars character of all time, so that is easy for me to establish.
Why is he your favorite character of all time?
Rogue One is one of my favorite movies. Probably not my most favorite, but
It's up there.
it's up there. And that movie kind of explained a lot of what I felt the Force was.
Mm-hmm.
Versus what it's been shown in a lot of other things, like have your own interpretations of what you think it is. And I have really dove deep on him as a character and kind of how he views the Force. And I love that about him. And I love that he pulls Base back to the light when Base had given up, and it's, cry every time at the end of that movie. So
yeah, they have such a good relationship, and
Yep.
and Chirrut is a character who is largely at peace.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. No, Chirrut is a great pick. My favorite character from the Rebellion is Clea from Andor.
Mm-hmm.
How she runs everything, her drive, her dedication, her ruthlessness.
Yep.
I absolutely admire in her. The things that she does would terrify me. And maybe she is terrified too, but she is so committed to trying to create a better tomorrow and to creating hope and getting out from under the Empire that she is running the show.
She's so filled with that hate,
She is filled with hate.
but it's that righteous hate.
It is a righteous hate. It is a righteous anger. And I'm very glad she didn't get, I guess, spoiler alert for Andor. She does not die at the end. So I'm hoping that we can see more of her in the future.
That'd be really nice.
Yeah. At this point, I am not picky as to how we see her. I would just like to see more of her story and where things go as the rebellion has victories over the Empire, and then we shift into the New Republic.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, I love Clea as well. She's moving up the list, but yeah, just a fantastic. We love Andor at this house, so
Yeah, it's a great show. If you have not seen it, why?
go see it.
Yeah, go.
Even if you don't like Star Wars, which I'm not sure why you're listening to us. If you don't
yeah,
like Star
how did
Wars.
you find us if you don't like Star Wars?
But even if you're not like a huge Star Wars fan, like it is a great show on its own.
Yes, you do not need prior Star Wars knowledge. It is basically like a political thriller.
Yep.
So you do not need previous Star Wars knowledge. If you have previous Star Wars knowledge, it adds some sprinkles to a great storyline.
Yep. Very much agree.
Alrighty. So now our picks for 1989.
Correct.
I'd like to go first because I feel that of my Ahsoka picks, this is my weakest one. So I just want to get it out of the way.
Okay.
I don't know if that's the best attitude to have, but
Sure.
here we are. My pick for Ahsoka Tano for 1989 is I Know Places. So the first thing that popped into my head with this song was the arc at the end of season 3 of the Clone Wars, where she's captured by the Trandoshans and hunted for sport with the other Jedi younglings.
Okay.
It is like very on the nose for some of the lyrics in this song.
Okay.
But I think this song also works for like an overarching view of Ahsoka's time as Fulcrum, working to build a network of rebels, with secrecy being of the utmost importance.
Yeah, that's where I most went back to. Yeah.
Okay.
When I thought about it.
When I first said it. Sure.
Yeah, when you first mentioned that, like that's immediately where I went to versus your Trandoshan storyline. Like I know the storyline, but I'm like, yeah, huh. To me that would be more out of the woods, but
I mean, I went back and forth, but I think I Know Places fits a little bit better.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So going through the lyrics, you stand with your hand on my waistline. It's a scene and we're out here in plain sight. I can hear them whisper as we pass by. It's a bad sign, bad sign. Something happens when everybody finds out. See the vultures circling dark clouds. Love's a fragile little flame. It could burn out. It could burn out. So to me, in these lyrics, love is the representation of hope or the spark of the rebellion, and the vultures are the empire circling all the time. And so Ahsoka and her network have to be careful and to not cause a scene. Then we get into the pre-chorus. They got the cages, they got the boxes and guns. They are the hunters, we are the foxes, and we run. So the Empire is out there to wipe out the rest of the Jedi and any whiff of rebellion. So obviously you need to be careful and secretive. And then also, so going to the season 3 arc with the Trandoshans, they literally have cages and boxes and guns and are hunting the Jedi younglings like they were foxes.
Yep.
Yeah.
For sport.
For sport. Very, very on the nose with that one. And then we are at the chorus. Baby, I know places we won't be found, and they'll be chasing their tails trying to track us down, 'cause I know places we can hide. I know places. Ahsoka uses her knowledge of places and people from her time in the Clone Wars to establish safe bases for Fulcrum operations throughout the reign of the Empire.
Yep.
Then the second verse, lights flash and we'll run for the fences. Let them say what they want, we won't hear it. Loose lips sink ships all the time, not this time. Just grab my hand and don't ever drop it, my love. They are the hunters, we are the foxes, and we run. The let them say what they want line speaks to me of like egging the rumor mill as a rebel, because there's certain whispers of rebel activity out there, and by like cultivating certain rumors you can stretch out the Empire and make it thin and like divert your tracks. So it's kind of the whole we're going to plant a false rumor out there to kind of cover our tracks.
Sure.
And then the loose lips sink ships all the timeline is actually something that gets said in war and is appropriate for Fulcrum and the Empire.
Yep.
And then we go to the chorus again, but I wanted to highlight the outro. And there's some lines in the outro that Taylor says overlapping with the chorus. And so I wanted to pull those out and talk about those for a second. So she says, I know places we can hide. I know places. And then she says, they take their shots, but we're bulletproof. And for me, it's always you. So for these lines, I think it shows Ahsoka's hope, resolve, and dedication for Fulcrum and the rebellion, even with the constant threats placed upon her, and that she wouldn't be anywhere else.
Sure.
So, like I said, not a bad pick, but it is not my favorite pick that I have done for Ahsoka.
Oh yeah, not a bad pick, and I honestly think it actually pairs up with my pick pretty well.
Ooh.
Especially the way you described it, because
so I'm assuming you're going more off the Fulcrum side versus my Trandoshan literal hunted for sport side.
Yes, I guess yeah, because mine is more about Ahsoka and what she's doing now, or doing at the time of I'm thinking, and so without leaving you more in suspension, my pick is Bad Blood for Ahsoka and the Empire. And it's because the Empire turned into the Empire from the Republic.
Yeah.
And so she's singing about like, oh, we were the Republic. I thought we knew. I knew you. I loved you. I liked you. That kind of a thing. And then now it's the Empire. It's Bad Blood. You turned your back on me.
I like kind of that. And then good for you for taking something that is often connotated as romantic,
correct,
and making it not romantic.
Not romantic. So I'm trying. I tried.
Yeah.
So to start us off, because baby, we got Bad Blood. You know, it used to be Mad Love. Mm-hmm. So take a look at what you've done, because baby, now we've got Bad Blood. Hey, so that's just Ahsoka being like, the Empire has turned on me. The Empire's turned on the galaxy. It's not what it once was. And I used to love the Republic. I used to fight for them.
Yeah, this isn't what I fought for.
This isn't what I fought for.
Yeah.
And now we've got lots of bad blood. So in it, then we continue, and she says, now we've got problems, and I don't think we can solve them. You made a really deep cut, and now we've got bad blood. Hey, so the Empire has problems. It can't be fixed because they've made that cut. And so then she's like, I have to become Fulcrum, and I have to fight the Empire and destroy it, because it's not possible for us to reconcile. It's not possible for the Empire to come back from where it went. Continuing, did you have to do this? I was thinking that you could be trusted. Did you have to ruin what was shiny? Now it's all rusted. Did you have to hit me where I'm weak, baby? I couldn't breathe. And rub it in so deep, salt in the wound, like you're laughing right at me.
Mm-hmm.
And so this is Ahsoka singing about how she thought the Republic was with her. She thought the Republic was good. And she thought it was the Jedi that had become corrupt. So she had walked away from the Jedi, but she always thought the Republic would still be there. And then she sees what the Empire has become and how much of a dictatorship it has become, and what she eventually learns happens with Anakin, and how he continued and how he turned so horribly, and what she thought was happening, and just like how he could have done that, and how he could have gone with the Empire after everything that they've been through.
Mm-hmm.
So then we continue. Oh, it's so sad to think about the good times, you and I. So she had a lot of good times in the Republic, and it was all taken away from her because the Republic ceased to exist.
Yeah.
So then she says, continuing, because baby, now we got bad blood. You know, it used to be Mad Love. So take a look what you've done, because baby, now we've got bad blood. Now we've got problems, and I don't think we can solve them. You made a really deep cut. Oh baby, now we got bad blood. Bad blood. So again, same thoughts of the chorus, of just things are falling apart around her, and she's like, I have to go and attack you now. I have to join the rebellion, because before it was okay, I can just walk away from the Jedi, and I'm not trying to actually actively hurt them. I'm just like, they're not for me anymore. And now she's like, oh no, the Empire is bad. I have to fight it.
Yeah.
I have to fight it. And so then we continue. Did you think we'd be fine? Still got scars on my back from your knife. So don't think it's in the past. These kinds of wounds, they last and they last. Now did you think it all through? All these things will catch up to you, and time can heal, but this won't. So if you're coming my way, just don't."
Mm-hmm.
And so it's again continuing her work with Fulcrum, of how she, even Thrawn comes at her of like, "You were once a Jedi. Why are you doing this? Why are you causing pain? Why are you hurting people and choosing these decisions in Rebels when she's actively Fulcrum?" And she has to push that aside of like, "No, I'm fighting for what's good. You're trying to think that we're fine, that I'm okay, that I'm who I was when I was with the Jedi, and I'm not, because I had to change."
Well, I think of in the Ahsoka live action series how vehemently she is like, we have to stop Thrawn from coming back. We cannot let any shreds of the Empire come back.
Correct.
Like these kind of wounds, they last and they last.
They last and they last, and like if he comes back, it's gonna be even worse.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Yep. Then continuing on, Band-Aids don't fix bullet holes. You say sorry just for show. If you live like that, you live with ghosts. Band-Aids don't fix bullet holes. You say sorry just for show. If you live like that, you live with ghosts. If you live like that, blood runs cold. And so it just continues where she is very injured, very hurt by what happened with the Jedi, with the Star Wars and the Empire in general. And she's trying to fix those things that she felt she had a problem with, but is still also running from the past because of what she felt had an effect on how the Empire was formed, with learning that Anakin became Darth Vader, and that's one of the big things that helped the Empire continue.
Mm-hmm.
And how she continues to have to combat those elements of the Empire and the Inquisitors, and even after the war is reportedly over in the Ahsoka show, like she's continuing to hold that grudge, to fight after Thrawn, because she knows the kind of danger, the kind of threat he is, and because of, again, the promise she made to previous friends of like, what you've done with Ezra being gone and being taken. She's like, I promised him he's trustworthy, but the Empire, Thrawn, is not, and I have to get rid of them.
Yes. Yes.
So there you go.
I really like that pick for Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Yes. And because she is fiery, and once she's been burned, she's really hard to lend trust again. I think she is a generally trusting person.
Correct.
But if you hurt her, it takes a while to regain that, or a long time to regain that trust.
I very much agree. And that's the kind of stuff that with all of the things that we've seen of Ahsoka, she attempts at one point, like right after the rebellion, or right after the Empire forms, she tries to like, I'm just gonna go off and do my own thing, and I'm gonna try to forgive and forget, and because I'm a Jedi and I can't do anything. And she learns that as she lives, if you've read either the Ahsoka book, which I think is fantastic but is no longer canon, or if you've watched the Tales of the Jedi, where you see that she becomes more like, she sees the effect of what the Empire is now, and that it's actively hurting people, and it's not just a government shift, and it's not just repressive, but it's actively hurting people, that she has to stand up and fight against it, and become that fiery bad blood Taylor that a lot of people didn't like this song, because they're like, oh, she's being too mean back. Like, then why is she being this mean to other people? And you're like, because these people aren't great. And
right. Yeah. How dare she have a backbone?
Right. And it's standing up for herself. Exactly.
Yeah.
So, yep.
Very nicely done. So our next episode, we are going to be talking about Ahsoka Tano and reputation.
Correct.
And it's going to be a good one. So circle back and listen in.
Indeed. So, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed your Star Wars month. It is now over, but hopefully you now can enjoy the summer and have a great time.
Don't let it be a cruel summer.
There you go. That either. Don't let that happen. And always remember,
may the Force be with you.
Forever and always.
May the Force be with you.
Forever and always.
Yeah.